Nicklin district that was turned directly over to the Nicklin district, and the budget line was prepared. That funding is not part of the 2,378,500. And they did a budget. They informed us that they were carrying on some projects, and we are waiting for those who received the money to call us to see how far the project have reached. We also received a check in the tune of 15,000 a few days from another locking company, but we haven't given that money out to the community because there is a conflict. We want to call the representative, call the citizen, and call the company to solve the conflict before we can give the money to the community that are involved. On our leadership, we hear a lot of engagement. The first engagement that we had when we took over 2 days after our taking over was to have a trip to Rwanda, where we were invited by the Bassa students in Rwanda to attend the program. And we went there, we committed ourselves. After our return, we had an engagement with the city mayor and the people of Edina City concerning the boat that was donated or given to the city, because there was a conflict between Upper Buchanan and the people of Edina in terms of ownership, and that conflict has been solved. We had an acquaintance meeting with the paramount chief, the clan chief, the district superintendent, and all of the local community, all of the local leadership who are now stationed at the administrative building. We had an acquaintance meeting telling them our dream and aspiration in terms of governing this county. We hear concerning the contracting company in terms of what is in the law. A certain percentage should be given to Basuden in the form of job. We are having that discussion here with Meta being one of the largest investments that we are having here. We are still having a lot of discussion with them. During one of our meetings, we were able to cut the meeting short because things that were done, it was not done in accordance to what we as county leaders wanted to see. You cannot take a TOR, you carry it to the company, and the company present it to the county leadership. It is the county leadership responsibility to do a TOR, take it to the company for us to have a discussion. Because of that breach, we were able to cut the meeting short, and we are planning another meeting. We had an acquaintance meeting with the county council, and a regular meeting is ongoing with the county leadership and the county council in terms of handling operation of the county. During one of our meetings, it was agreed by the county leadership, the honorable Senate Pro Tem of the Liberian Senate, and the county council, because of the high volume of work that they are having, that a pickup should be purchased for them. And that money has been secured, and in January or latest February, a pickup will be purchased for the county council in terms of carrying on their work. Also in that meeting, it was agreed that a pickup be purchased for the development department that will be used for monitoring and evaluation purpose, because we are having a lot of projects and these projects need to be monitored. So a pickup will be purchased, and our pickup you will see on the M&E purpose. So that funding too have also been secured, and we are just waiting just a Wednesday meeting with the service center, because there exists a lot of line ministries and things, and they were able to give some recommendations. And at present, we are working on the recommendation from the funding that the service center received, which is 24,000. They spoke about security. Now securities are there. They spoke about some staff who were now on payroll. We are paying that. And they also spoke about renovation of the service center building. We are secured $11,650. And by January, the construction process of the service center, we are only waiting for the vendor to sign the contract, because we had a clause in the contract that we and the vendor, we are discussing on. We had an engagement meeting with Maritime, the people of Edina, and during the engagement meeting, Maritime informed us that a Korean company want to do a dry ship place and they need 80 acres of land. And after that engagement meeting, a group that they call make group of company, they came along with the Maritime family and were able to go to Edina where we had an entry meeting with the citizen, and the citizen agreed that they are willing to give the land and they welcome the investment. So the investor have been here for the past 2 times. Just some part of last week, they were here with their engineers and they went to the place for the engineers to see the site. So maybe in the closer future, we'll have a very big investment in Edina City. And the slogan of that group is developing Edina and developing Grand Bassa County. We also we also settled some dispute, and, and then one of the problems that we settled, it was a dispute between the people of Van Bontan and the plywood company. Our team went there. We had a discussion. We settled the dispute, and the plywood company was able to give close to, I think, 40,000 plus to the people. And the honorable lawmaker put a hold on the movements of the fund. We had an engagement with all of the contractors because when we took over and we saw most of the work being delayed, as the development officers said, we called all of the contractors and we asked them what were some of the problems and are making it a delay. And they gave us their problem, and we were able to address some of them, and now you can see our work, they are going forth. So we had an engagement with the student community. We had an engagement with all of the companies that are in Grand Bassa County. And one of the major things that doing our engagement that we hear with them, it was about job creation for our people and also about their vehicle speed limit. So when you hear the police commander speaking for this year, the accident rate have reduced. We told them at certain point in place, they should reduce their speed limit. And one of the group now, if you check on their vehicle, they were forced to put tracker there to track. Now one said, I think two, even the same company or so, they inform us that they put tracker on their vehicle and tracking the movement of all of their vehicle. So we made progress too in that. We also settle the payment dispute between West Water Company and the citizens of ED4. We settled the dispute between ZNH and the people of New Queen, which I spoke about. We settled the dispute between AFCOM and the aggrieved worker. Just a few days, and the worker they were very angry, and we settled that dispute. And AFCOM agreed to we settled that dispute, and AFCOM agreed to give each one of the workers $300 USD, and they were paid in their salaries. So that dispute was settled because the workers, they were calling for 2,500. But when the minister came, he gave his own position as Minister of Labor, and were able to talk to both the worker and the AFCON family, and they came at an equilibrium of 300 USD. And since then, we haven't gotten no complaints, so that means things are working through. We had an engagement with the Muslim students, and we were able to support their convention. Honor our leadership, the legislative caucus informed Meta that they should dissolve the LCL, and the LCL, we were communicated by the legislative caucus of this county that the LCL that were handling the affected community is dissolved, and we push that to Metasty. We can inform the citizens of Grand Bassa County that there exists no LCL that there exists no LCL that our leadership and the caucus know of, but still there exists a leadership of the affected community. So we set up some committees, and the committees are the strap committees, where in the figure generated it was disclosed publicly to us, and it is headed by Ponty Lee, Ponty Women Lee. We set up the Battle Sport Association headed by Mr. Hammer, H. Dadebo Hammer, where we just contributed. We give the first 26,000 and we just give 14,000. So that means we have contributed 40,000 from the Social and County Development Fund to the Grand Bassa Sport Association. So in terms of financial report here, you can list with them. They will give you the financial report. We set up another committee to handle the TOR of the affected community, because the affected community cannot be the one doing the TOR, and AML cannot be the one doing the TOR for the affected community. So we took the media, civil society group, youth group, women group, and other group as a committee to do a TOR that they will present to us. We take it to the county attorney, afterwards send it to the legislative caucus. If the legislative caucus agree, or if they put anything into it, then finally we will take it to Meta to submit it to them, saying that this is the TOR for the affected community, and you should work with them in line with the TOR. Anything other than that, we as county will now work with Meta, so that committee is working. We set up a scholarship committee where they have sent in a communication for 20,000 USD that we received from the cement company. So upon our return, next year, we will be giving the 20,000 I will receive for scholarship as means of scholarship for our young people. We established a committee to carry on a prayer for the county at the beginning of the year. Funding has been contributed to that, and upon our return, we will have a major prayer ceremony for the county, and we are inviting you to the media to be part of that. Contribution to sector in the county, we purchased 2 sets of band that are on the way from China to the band unit. We are having 2,000 USD in our account that will be that we send as a support to the cultural troop of our county. We supported the death of 2 of our superintendents, the 2 years that we have spent, which is the late Ellie Williams and our recent superintendent that passed, Karyou Johnson. We supported the Grand Bassa University student leadership, the nursing department, and the faculty to enhance their undergraduate and graduate program. We supported the at-risk youth program, who normally we call the ZOCO, through the county health team. We supported the disabled community. We supported the death of one of our chiefs in district number 1, who was the senior elder. We supported the debate team and a vehicle. And the vehicle, we told them that the vehicle should be used for agricultural purpose. We supported the purchase of a bus for the court and the prison staff. We supported the county health team by purchasing an ambulance and giving them $25,000 worth of drugs. And also, we are in a constant communication with a company that on a Monday basis that support the prison compound interest of rest. And I think the minimum bag of rest that they received on a Monday basis, it is around 20 bags. So that company, through our discussion, the company came to us that, oh yes, on a Monday basis, we want to be bringing rest to the office, to the administrative building. When we went in our senior management meeting, we decided instead of bringing it to us, it should be taken to the prison compound. So nowadays, you will not hear that, oh, the prisoners, they are not having food to eat, because on the Monday basis, they are receiving a constant supply. So for the construction purpose, we now go to what the development superintendent told us about, but we just inform you that the construction of the Benson River School will start effectively January, because all the procurement processes we have been concluded. It is just for the procurement committee now to meet and make our suggestion or our decision on who to give the contract to, and we prepare the contract and do the submission. And this funding, we have secured 50,000 already for the construction purpose of the Benson River School, out of the 220,000 estimate that were created by our development people. So we are having the cost of 50,000 already been set, and it is in the account. The purchase of our mini trucks and for Harlem Bay, we have already made the payment to the vendor. We have done the duty-free communication, and we are waiting on the vendor to supply the goods. So he asked us again in 10 days. So in 10 days time, you will see a mini truck that will help the sanitation process of the Harlem Bay district, that will be turned over to the Commissioner Williams. Under this present budget, we propose, and it was signed by the county council, that we purchase 3 tricycles that will be given to the various cities: St. John City, Edina City, and the Wisdom City. We contributed funds to Bahuda, the rural women and rescue girls, in terms of educating and helping our female and the young generation. So on a normal basis, for our administrative costs, whenever the Christmas or the Independent Days come in, we purchase rest on the administrative costs and give it to both our local leadership, including staff at the administrative building, the band group, the orphanage home. And this year we gave the midwifery students some students that were selected by the county health to go and study midwifery in Grand Bassa County. So the ruling was made, and now we take an appeal to the Supreme Court. So we are asking our citizens, whenever you see a vehicle break down on a main road from Grand Bassa or from Buchanan to Morovia, please call the police, because when you call, we'll be able to take the comb there, because we want to minimize the accidents that are taking place on our road. So we are calling on all of our citizens. Before the conference ends, the police commander will give some number that the people can use to do the communication too. So the Back to My Classroom campaign was launched in Grand Bassa County, and it is operating in 5 counties. I think Nima. So for the programs on the boulevard to help relax the mind of our young people. So we are trying to modernize the boulevard, because that is the only boulevard that we are having in the county. We did some road rehabilitation when we took over, and we are just waiting for the sun to shine good. Then most of the places get dry. We are having 30,000 in the present 2025 budget to do another road rehabilitation. So for the administrative building, the development superintendent talked about that, but we will just go in a little bit Today, we are able now to have a running water in the administrative building. So people are no longer throwing water from the well, climbing the step to put it in the bathrooms. But when you fresh in the camo also, you will see a running water. And we're able to change the door of the court. If you were just here months ago and you see the door that was at the court, you will see very bad place that people were prosecuting people, or place that people were bringing over thousands that are cases. They were having a door that don't represent the county. So under our leadership, we have changed the court door and we are bringing a modern door to be at the entrance of the administrative building.
Thank you, Honorable Superintendent, and your distinguished deputies, as well as the police commander. Members of the press, I would like to appeal that we make the interaction a little bit snappy, because we got the information that the Honorable Superintendent and his deputies, as well as the LMP, will be escorting the team, the football, kickball, and basketball team of our county to Monrovia. So we just you do our regular thing, and then just go straight to the point. In terms of the question, we'll take the first five, the leadership will respond, and then we'll take the last batch. So we'll start with Abidjan, onward to Kim Brown, and then Franklin, Nacho, and Clemens. Darrell?
Thank you so much. I'm Darrell Soye from Abidjan Radio TV. I'm listening to all of the development outcomes from the superintendent and his deputies. I'm eager to know what are major challenges in the year.
Yeah, so for the challenges, each issue we just cross it, and yeah, we just put it at the table. So we start with the financial man first.
For me, I think the challenge we have as a nation, I want to bring it down at the local level. And I think for us, one of the greatest challenges is the issue that has to do with electricity. Because electricity, when our county is electrified, I think our business will boom. So I think the issue of electricity is a great challenge for us. And another issue is the issue of employment. So we need investment in our county. So I think in my mind, those are the greatest challenge we have. And when those challenges are solved, I think Grand Bassa will move forward.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's for the administration, what we're really thinking on, and I've been moving around. One of the greatest challenge we have now is, if you get into the city of Buchanan now, our roads are deplorable. So every year, using greater on our road, we now trying to change the dynamic to make sure that even if we got little funny, we can catch small, we doing it small, it will help the administration. So immediately we'll have a meeting and we'll work on that to make sure that the feeder roads be okay in Buchanan City.
Yeah, so from the development side, most of our projects are in the district. Recently, we want to do project Sota, Sota closer to Lima County. And the development officer has spent, is it 6 years now? I want to change the plate. The other jogging is a very country for Street, almost 6 years now. You see, I'm on the street, I said, yes, but the country car, I said, no, that GS only, so not for the country. So they do very well yesterday, so they laugh for that. But we also agreed that we got to pick up for the project, so that we will be effective, because when the contractor signs a contract, and in the contract, the BAQ will tell you what I'm supposed to do when the start of the work. So with the nature of the cement, the crossroad, and the sand, at the beginning of the work, where the project determines whether it will be strong or not. So if you tell the contractor, don't start the work until our team comes there, we can monitor the nature of cement, the crossroad. That is according to the BAQ, they don't go there after, and then we put more sand, more round the cement, so that you can cut that cost, right? At the end of the day, it falls back because of the agreement that the national waiting for you when you start work. So it was so good that we discussed that. We had to pick on the budget so that will help us to monitor the project all angle. The second thing is we have borrowing condition for when we have projects, so we are praying as a team that the president bringing in machines. Pastor is on the list to receive the first machine, so we are moving the district to make our people apply. So our projects we monitor easily. Thank you very much.
Okay, we just talked with the police commander now, just close. Yeah, it is not all of the questions that we put around the table, but certain questions that we get police. So the police commander can just talk now, close talking with the next question.
Yes, for the angle of the law enforcement who expect for the enemy, we need more cooperation or inhabitants who expect from Buchanan City. Because